Okay, Zingers, welcome back to Big Beats Rules of Trading episode number 5, or Mambo number 5, I like to say it. Okay, so we have 3 more rules tonight. The first one is the whole world matters. The second one is the market never sleeps, but you should, and admit mistakes. So the first one is the whole world matters. My father always said, if the United States has the sniffles, overseas has a cold. And it's very true, because you always want to make sure that you know what is going on in the news, the media, around the world, and not just here in the United States. You want to make sure that we know what's going on in China, because it does affect us. We are a global community now, and not just isolated to the United States, because our trade systems right now all puts us around the world. And so I know that lately right now China is a big factor right now in trade negotiations, but as we look at things, it's not just China. The intersects of many other countries, Europe especially, for the United States is very vital to trade being moved around. And so a good example of that is, let's say for example, the clothing. So we might have a lot of different styles here in the United States between us and here and in Europe, but the same thing is cotton. We still have to put cotton in our clothes, or polyester. Those things that you buy and you sell, you still have to know where they're going. And do they affect the U.S. stock market? Of course they do, because then you got Nike shoes. They're being made in China. You have things like Apple that make their products like in the Shenzhen province. And so we have to make sure that we understand the interconnectivity of the world. It's very, very vital to trading. All right, the second one is the market never sleeps, but you should. This is very vital to your trading day. If you come in tired, worn out, had a rough night last night, those are not conducive to trading. This is not a game, this is a real life. So if you choose to be a trader 24/7, be a trader. Yes, there are many shows and movies, Billions is on now, that show them out partying every night. The truth of the matter is, they do party. Being in New York, I've seen it many, many times, but they are up. For me, I have special rules of trading. Yes, I'm allowed to go out on Friday after 4 o'clock, but Saturday, usually with the family, and Sunday, I'm in bed very early, usually around 8, 9 o'clock. I will tell you that during the week, Monday through Friday, I am definitely in bed early. I am up early, and I am not a morning person. I definitely do not like mornings. But the truth of the matter is, you have to be up, because the markets are moving all over the world, and whatever happened the night before, you need to know what is going on. Benzinga news feed does a very good job at that, and they make sure that you get the news from the night before around the world. So it's a very, very, very important that we don't come in tired or hungover or whatever, and that we're ready to go. And the third one is, and the hardest one, I think, of any rule, is admitting mistakes. When you make a mistake, however you make that mistake, you put the trade in wrong, the market went against you, you lost money, admit the mistake. My father always said, a mistake is the best thing that ever happened to you as long as you learn from it. And don't be blameful. The market doesn't care who you are. You make a trade, it should be emotionless, obviously, win or lose. And when you lose, don't get mad, just learn from it. Don't repeat the mistake. If you make we call a fat finger, or you put the trade in wrong, you did it. The market didn't do it to you. The market makers, the institutes didn't do it to you. They're making their own trades. So don't blame anybody, blame yourself. It's very easy to blame other people. I do it all the time. It's very hard for me, but I also try to control and restrain that. Now, for me personally, I have learned over the years to have no emotion whatsoever in making my trade. When I make a trade, I just make it. I made it based on my thesis, and I make mistakes every single day. If I don't make a mistake every day, then something is wrong. I've done something wrong. Now, there are times when you make mistakes and you still make money. That's not a win. That's a win in your bank account, but it's not a win personally. Okay, Zingers, until next time, I'll see you there.